Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. Look, my voice even sounds a little bit different because of the time of day it is. If you're new to the channel, I thank you so much for coming and visiting with me. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that it can help out the channel. Only if you like the read and the way that I delivered the message. If it resonates well with you, right? It helps the channel. So this read is going to be for Scorpio. Scorpio, you are getting the same kind of energetic reading as Capricorn. So this could be in regard to your animalistic nature, the way that you move, the way that you do things, or how it affects nature. You know, everybody knows that the Scorpio is represented in the zodiac as a scorpion. So let's take this party to a whole new level. The overall emotions that are associated with this read and the messages that apply are: got a lot on my plate. This has to do with your dreams. There are a lot of connections that are dependent on you, your spirit, to animate your body, to be the space, to hold space for the experience. Some connections your body has to remember, and you know that, like core memories and stuff like that, like your mom, your dad, where you're from, where you go, what's your favorite food, favorite color, stuff like that. These things your body remembers, like, so that if anyone ever asks you the question, then it don't even take nothing to answer that question. Though it's like your body does that on a regular basis for you. It's just a marvel, isn't it? When you think about it like that, yeah. So I'm seeing that the overall energy for this read will leave you feeling content, or you may be feeling content now. The energetic says, I'm trying to mind my damn business, which I am trying to do. And wherever there are any cards that are in reverse representing challenges, or you know, things that you have inherited by the way of your bloodline, in order for you to break free from those kind of cycles or challenges, one of them is anxiety. So let's get to it. If you're not familiar with how it is that I do reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or available to me. So hello, you in the future. Thank you for the time. And the time that had been offered to me for me to be able to share this message with you is the King of Rods. I'm seeing that you have a lot on your mind, and you're wondering why this is not happening. Or you may be saying that to yourself, like something may be blowing your mind and you could be thinking, this is not happening. Like, this is not happening. Why isn't this happening? Or you may be like in disbelief that this is not, you know what I mean? Like, that's in some kind of way. When the Ace of Cups is upright, that means like there's an offer coming in with like an open heart, or someone willing to listen, or an opportunity or something like that. Though it's like this. So let's get into it. What is it about? And I'm bringing that up now because that card is related to you about to take this party to a whole nother level. Maybe whatever you were once filling your cup with, you're not filling it with anymore, right? It could be a change in what once satisfied you, or your animalistic nature that does not satisfy you anymore, especially if you want to be on a new path. And that's what you're thinking about. I'm seeing that whatever you're thinking about is pulling you out of the anxiety of being insane or wild or deranged. So let's understand that for a second, right? I also need to disclose that according to this read, there are some things in the future that apparently I already knew that were going to happen. Like you going into hermit mode, being by yourself, or taking a step back from the reality to gather yourself so that you did not have a meltdown. Because in the downright position, I'm seeing melodramatic. And in the upright position, I'm seeing that you did the shadow work. Or like you took a step back from whatever lifestyle that you were living in the past. Maybe I know you or I don't know you, Scorpio. Whatever it is, Spirit is telling me that I already knew that this was going to happen because I can see it. So it's showing me that you're doing this as a form of intelligence. Maybe you might be meditating or praying. It's a timeless practice. You could be going to church because I'm also seeing glory, hard working. So you're working on your innards. And that's not a bad thing, because is it bad? I never made... you could have that kind of... You know what I mean? You could have that kind of streak. I'm seeing that if a cup is reversed, it's probably because whatever was being poured into it, like I said, if it has to do with your animalistic nature, it wasn't serving you for your highest good. So you may be like in rehab, or you know what that avenue is, right? I'm not about to be disclosing everybody's personal business. So if that's what it is, then I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. And I know that if it's been haunting you and like trying to convince you that you constantly need it, or whatever the situation was, and it was giving you anxiety, you being able to focus on minding your own business, working on yourself, getting the glory from God, remaining a timeless being, and being intelligent is the end result of you not being dramatic. And there's something else that we're both going to see together in the future. You just got to get over this Knight of Swords energy. Okay? So, let's get into the read. The read will be pertaining to the cycle and what is to come because of the cycle and your position. So, in your position for the overall cycle and the read is the Sun. So, the time that had been offered to me is King of Rods, right? Boom. Influenced by point of reflection time, which is the Sun. So, hello. This kind of energy read is the joy, the good things in life, the things that are unique about you that are seamlessly perfect. That's what I'm seeing. Faultless, exact, and perfect is what it says. And also earthy, unrefined, natural. So you naturally were released from feeling like you needed to engage in vices that weren't serving you to be able to be free from anxiety. So I'm seeing now you may have made the choice to be free from anxiety. You may be eating candy instead, which is not a bad thing. I think that as children, we kind of channeled that kind of energy a little bit when we were younger, and we still channel that kind of energy as adults. Nonetheless, there are systems that are set up for us to be able to balance out whatever it is that we intake, like everything in moderation, right? Yeah. Or the situation is that someone could be seeing you as a sucker, or could have been calling you a sucker. One of the things that I did hear, though, when I pulled the animal card was, like, you know, the sound that a sheep makes. So you could be the Chinese zodiac sign of the sheep, or this person could be the zodiac sign of the sheep, or you could be like getting perceived as like a sheep of, you know, a sheep to a flock. You could be following, like there may be like some religious following that you started doing because you have a lot on your plate and you just want to be content with your life, right? From what I see, it's either there was some disappointment or you're gonna be content. Now let's get into the read. There's a lot of details that was, yeah. So somebody's either calling you a sucker or you're eating candy, right? That's one thing. Then I'm seeing travel, like you may be traveling or traveling for work. That's what I'm seeing. You're traveling for work and also winning the lottery. Okay. Traveling for work and winning the lottery. That's what's up. And you got something sweet, right? That sounds like a sweet deal for giving up vices. I mean, if you ask me, I ain't got no anxiety. I get to travel for work and I win the lottery. Oh, I'm definitely trying to mind my damn business. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Furthermore, the first card for the cycle is the Devil card in reverse. So I'm seeing that however you were being haunted, your family, your bloodline was being haunted by contracts, probably bind it to the devil or some type of devil energy. People probably, you know, our bloodlines could be so mixed up in traumatic experiences that we have inherited more traumatic experiences, right? And they get transferred and transferred and transferred and transferred and transferred. And you know, you could be innocent to all of it, right? So I'm seeing clueless, like you did not know, you were unaware, ignorant to what it is that was going on, uncoordinated, feeling awkward, and that could have been what was steering your shit in life, like in the past, that you felt clueless, you didn't know what was really real or what was going on in your life. You maybe didn't have a plan. Things were awkward for you. You had anxiety. You were oblivious, unaware. And that's when God had to show up for you, right? To break you free from these kinds of bonds. I'm seeing that God may have done that with a lover. You met someone came into your life, or it could have been you having a child or a family member, a new friend, something like that. There was a lover that was introduced to you, someone that you could trust and that was reliable, or someone saw you as this energy. Swear it's deja vu. I got deja vu right now. I got deja vu. You're being seen as reliable and honest, or that's how you view this other person that you love. And not fraudulent, not phony, not insincere. So someone that's genuine with you, someone that you trust, someone that you love. Aww. Okay, I'm here, Auntie. Oh, Auntie. Now, more challenges that you were going through in the past. We're just going to talk about them a little bit. So you felt like you were bound up, unable to move, stuck, And yeah, that's what that says. 6 of Rods and the 8 of Swords. So you may have felt bound up, like you couldn't move. Probably binded to vices and the cycles of choosing those vices and all of that. Just a real haunting, right? And also not being able to work with other people. And the way that in that direction that you were in or going was coming from the spirit of arrogance and being egotistical. That's what it says. And it was deadly and lethal and murderous. So in some kind of way, this spirit or entity was trying to murder you, trying to like pretty much haunt you with anxiety, put you in positions where you did not know what was going on, probably numbing you to whatever was going on. And yeah, I'm seeing that you got to a point where somehow you just went from that energy to working hard, carrying all the burdens. This just seems like paying off all of your karmic debt. Like you paid off all of your karmic debt in a way that no one has ever seen before. So you got your tools together and paid off your karmic debt. Because when I literally say it goes from being deadly and arrogant and being bound up and stuck and not being able to work or do anything, to the 10 of Rods, like working hard, or whatever this entity was, it was working hard on you. Though I'm seeing that you were working just as hard as this enemy was. Why do I say that? Because the energy that, so the energy of this entity, this haunting, right, was coming at you with hostility, aggression. It was a spiritual warfare that was going on over your spirit. That's what spirit is telling me to inform you of. And it was crazy, right? Because you were clueless the whole time. And you were able to battle this whole entire thing in a loving and charming and adorable way. Delightful, enjoying. This thing says pleasing, enjoyable, charming, lovable, charming, delightful. Hard work. Like you were working hard on yourself to be that against the enemy that was being hostile, antagonistic, aggressive, warlike, crazy to you. That's what I'm seeing. It's clear why you have anxiety. It's very clear. One thing very clear with the Tyler Perry voice. So then, because you went through that, you moved into the 2 of Cups energy, where you got into union with someone. So you may have had a drink with someone, and the cards that, just a reminder, the cards that were dropped into the future, or that reflect on what's going to happen in the future, they came through, like I said, during the pulling for the cycle. And that's just how things happen in life. In the midst of what's going on now, it butterfly effect, something that's going to happen in the future. Just the FYI. That's why certain things I could already see that were going to happen. And we going to get to see what's happening here. So you was working just as hard as the enemy was working. And they was like, what the fuck? You know, that type of energy. Like, why aren't you going and fighting with me? Pretty much. Like, why? This enemy was like, why aren't you fighting with me? Type of energy. And maybe it's someone that you cared about or someone that you love. You could have been like in a toxic karmic relationship. Because I didn't even see the word that was in the downright position. Oh, that's because that it wasn't a karmic relationship. So when it's downright, it's saying that, like, someone was trying, like the enemy was trying to get you to believe that the person that you love is not real, that they're not sincere, that they're not genuine. So it could have got to the point where you were even sabotaging the relationship, or this spirit of arrogance, you know, that was trying to kill you and leave you lonely, was like fucking with your mind and trying to sabotage you in your Two of Cups energy, like feeling like you could trust this person. And then I'm seeing you in this Ace of Rods energy paired with it, like this person got you something new. That's what I'm seeing. So this person either came in and y'all had a conversation and they bought you something, or they got you something new, or you gave them something new. Whatever it was, opportunity, an actual gift, whatever it was healthy. It could have even been information or advice. Could have been some candy. Something like that. Whatever it was, this person came together with you and gave you something new with this Ace of Rods energy. You might have even gotten to it. They might have gave you some Ace of Rods energy. Just kidding. But really though, might have been a situation, and it was healthy. Like y'all maybe got into a healthy relationship. Maybe what this Ace of Rods was offering you was a relationship. Like they wanted to take it to the next level with you. Like, I don't want to be toxic and be in the I don't know phase. Like, we both grown. Do you want to be, you know, my person type of situation? And that could have been it. And instead of getting depressed and getting, what is it called, stressed out or hostile because of these, you know, gremlins of energetics, and, you know, you end up being in this High Priestess energy. Maybe your connection with this person, they could be your twin flame, they could be your soulmate. You coming together with that person is probably what put you into this High Priestess energy, because you got the support and the guidance that you needed just off of the strength of you trying to mind your own damn business. And you were probably even honest with that person about how you have a lot on your plate, and probably had a conversation about the things that y'all want to do together. And you could either have met the High Priestess and you're like, this person helped you get out of your depression or whatever, or alleviate whatever you had anxiety about, or vice versa, you know. And it could be male or female. The gender is not specific. Take it as it resonates. So then I see you in the Seven of Cups energy, where you got options and ideas, and none of them root from mischief. They're all distinguished and extraordinary. Okay, so maybe when you got together with this person that you felt like you could trust, that you were honest with about everything that you went through, maybe the Seven of Cups energy included you having a conversation with this person about what your dreams, aspirations, and goals are, and you being honest with them about what's on your plate, like what your stresses and your pressures are. And you cleared the air with that person so that there wasn't any type of conflict that any entity or negative energy could attach itself to. So instead of, when I have anxiety, and when I'm around someone that I care about, I trust, and I love, drinking or doing drugs is not our bonding moment. Being able to just limitlessly talk about the future that we want to have with each other right now and how we can make plans to get there is our bonding moment. So that's what I'm seeing, like when it says healthy, not depressing, intuitive. You're in the upright position in this high priestess energy, and then in this 7 of cups. Seeing the enemy was mad, right? Because you're not depressed. You're not horrified about how it is that you want to move forward. And Scorpio, this is paired with the King of Cups energy. So you could be this King of Cups, or this person could be this King of Cups. Either way, this is someone that is emotionally stable, that knows how to respect you when it comes to your emotions when you're expressing yourself. And this could be a female as well in this King of Cups energy. You're emotionally intelligent, you know how to manage your emotions, and you know how to respect others when they're expressing their emotions. Maybe even able to help them navigate through whatever troubled waters they're going through. You know what I mean? Because this 10 of Swords energy is upright. So we don't feel betrayed by this King of Cups energy. We feel like this King of Cups energy is respecting the fact that we're not perceiving them as offensive, or we're not projecting offenses on him or her, right? Because we know how to manage our emotions just the same as they know how to manage their emotions. You're being perceived as lovable, influential, and very cute. So that's what's going to happen in the future. No depression, no betrayal, just a healthy relationship. And I know that all of us would love that, okay? There's a lot of stuff that we talk about on a continuous basis that we don't like, and we could be using our tongues to speak into fruition the things that we do like. And one of those things, look, oh my goodness, I just felt like the King of Cups was just smiling at me, like, from the car, bitch, like, ah! Okay. So what I couldn't see that now I can see is you in this Queen of Swords energy. You know what you're talking about. You got your information, your mind right. You know your position in all of this, and anxiety is not it. So when it says taking this party to a whole nother level, going from being clueless and not knowing mitt to being a Queen of Swords, I would say that you got it all figured out. Now, there may be someone from your past, this sucker, that for some reason that card is just sticking out to me. There may be someone from your past, right, that sees you in this Queen of Swords energy. That's a sucker. This person may have been like your enabler, may have been like someone that is a sucker. I don't know how else to explain it, like a leech, or, you know, though you're grateful for this person, don't get me wrong, you're very grateful for this person because they serve their purpose in helping you to meet the kind of energy and love that you needed to meet and know better. Like, if you never know better, you never meet better, you never experience better, then that is probably why you were clueless, right? Though God stepped in, intervened, and introduced you to better and showed you that you're better. Like, human beings are better. They can be better. And someone is bitter. I'm better, you're bitter. You get what I'm saying? This person may not even be bitter, right? It could just be, you know, Spirit is just revealing to you that this person was a sucker. Could have, like, if you never noticed before, that there was always drama with that person, or that this person was always melodramatic, this Knight of Swords. And the reality of it is, people are a point of reflection of time. The soul allows us, permits us to go through these experiences as spiritual beings so that we can mature spiritually, right? Spirits get merited maturity, and then we ascend to the next level. Take this party to a whole nother level, right? Yeah. So I heard exactly. So you went through this with this Knight of Swords in the past, and they may be the one that's melodramatic or trying to tempt you into doing things that would distract you from remaining on your path, because this person is actually the one that's giving you anxiety. And that could be because that person is challenged with anxiety. So I can only say, just give them grace, because they may be haunted by their bloodline as well. Like, there may be stuff that is going on in their bloodline as well. And this could be a man or a masculine or a feminine, right? That's going through this, that you're crossed with. Their family could also be going through those same kinds of things. So the best thing that you can do is give them grace and give yourself grace, and understand, not ask God why this sucker, more so thank you for this sucker, because if I did not have that sucker, then I would not have gone through and known and gracefully stepped into this kind of energy. And I know how to wield my sword, okay? Just kidding. Though I'm seeing that, you know, this person may have, this person will, because this is going to happen in the future. And this is what I already knew was going to happen. Minding your own damn business, right? Doing your own thing. Minding your own business, doing your own thing. Being intelligent, timeless, glorious, hardworking, non-dramatic, focusing on you. No anxiety, just glowing, right? And this Knight of Swords calls you or texts you, what's up, big head? Or hey, you up? And you and your beautiful, intelligent, and graceful self respond and say, I appreciate you for reaching out to me and messaging me and checking on me, and I thank you for being a part of my story. So this is the end. Sending you love and light and healing energy. And then you go to your contacts and you block that number and you delete that number. If you're worried about maybe seeing this person, it's okay to relocate. God got you. You have to protect yourself, and even more than that, allow God to help you protect yourself. Because if you have kids, or your kids have kids, how would you feel as an ancestor sitting by and watching them just go through that? It doesn't feel good. And even more than that, it takes us as ancestors a while to get through all of that to come and save you from it, because of how much we had to go through in our timeline from what we inherited. So you have a real gift here with this message, because you're able to, like, this is fluid communication into the future. we didn't have this kind of communication. Do you get what I'm saying? We didn't have this kind of communication in my past, or where I am now, right? And you have access to it now, so you are able to set you and your bloodline free from inheriting these same kind of cycles by standing strong in this Queen of Swords energy, reserving yourself and your energy and your love light and your love space to only be occupied by gratitude and grace that you have for yourself and that you extend to others. Now, as far as this Knight of Swords, like I just said, send him love and light and healing energy, and tell your spiteful and vengeful gods to stand down. They could take the day, the year, the decade, the century off, because the God of grace is in his ruling power right now. We're trying to heal a nation. That is our assignment. And it starts from within, because our spirits are the ones that animate these bodies. I could be as sexy or as cute or as attractive as I want to be. Though this message is for spirit to spirit, soul to soul, you have the power within you to break the chain of anxiety from the root where it starts and release love. So sending love, light, and healing energy to you, Scorpio. I hope that you are content with the message. It was a long message. Y'all just been getting long messages all day. It is forcing me to like chill though. I ain't gonna lie, because usually I be on the move, and it's like the earth is getting its good tan, and while it's getting tanned, I'm managing and giving the messages, and I'm relaxing, so no anxiety here. And I hope that you all have a great day, Scorpio. Thank you so much for the time, and I will see you next time. Bye.